You actually a fucking stink ball. I used to hate shadow users, man.
What is that?
That kid is non-rogue ranked. He's like insta-queued and everything.
Dude, what is that? What is that? What? I'm pressing F. Hey, at least he recognized the build. Anyways, let's get into the showcase. Alright, let's start with the build, or the Pikkon build showcase, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna start with the talents, or actually, we're gonna start with the drip. We're gonna start with the drip, and the drip is actually inspired of the Fusion Z, the movie that Pikkon was in with Janemba and all that stuff. That's what the purple is for, and I went with the monastery robes you get from Maestro. Yes, Maestro. You get from Maestro, and that pretty much I couldn't really dye it because every time I tried to dye it, it would not dye it. It would just like change the tint and not change like the base color that I wanted it, which is supposed to be white. But ignore that. Now we got the enchant for the hands. The hands kind of are green, which kind of like shows us Pikkon's hands, so that's why I chose chilling for the flame keeper cestus. But besides the drip, let's get on to the actual talents. Alright, for our strength talents, we have Unwavering Resolve and Harsh Response. These are generally just good posture talents that overall just allow you to keep high posture while also keeping your opponent's posture high as well. We also have Showstopper to allow you to make certain moves on your opponents because it disrupts the flow of the battle. Alright, next up is Fortitude. We didn't do anything too special here. We just grabbed 40 and we went 40 just to get Exoskeleton and some couple other talents for Bastion, just for higher posture. And overall, that's nothing too special here at all. Next is Agility. Alright, for Agility, we went 40 to get Ghost and a couple other of the good Agility talents like Static Fake Out, Risky Moves, and basically the good Agility talents. And when I read on the wiki page that just watch the show, and I saw how Pikkon was a really fast fighter, and even Goku commented on himself, and I thought that okay, I should put more into Agility. I was thinking about going 60 for like that one aerial attack, but that didn't really make the cut when I was making it, so I decided I'll leave it out. But if you do want to make your own version of this build, I say go higher Agility for that, maybe like Jet Kick for that stuff. Anyways, moving on. Alright, next up is Intelligence. For Intelligence, I felt like I could have did more since I have a lot of mantras. I'm going to be using them a lot, which in my head I was thinking, oh, let me go high Charisma, but in reality I need to go high Intelligence because for mantra builds, high Intelligence actually pays off because there's certain intelligence talents that help with that. But I put 0 or like 2 into Intelligence, so I basically made this Pikkon, kind of a dumbass. My fault there. So moving on next to Willpower. Alright, for Willpower, I went 35 for Pre-Shrine, and this is where I just grabbed a couple of the 5 HP talents and just overall anything that revolved around HP and posture for Willpower. For Charisma here, I went 75, which I don't think I could have went that high into there. I could have at least went like 60 because I was just mainly going 60 for Manipulator, which is a 20% extra damage for critical attacks. And I also got Dazing Finisher, which I used it to like basically like lead for more higher combo extenders and just overall to kind of like throw the opponent off because if I instead of knocking them away, I keep them in place. So I thought that was also really good. For a weapon, there's really nothing to see here. Like, it's just fist, bro. That's really it. Lastly, we got elements, and I went to wind and lightning. Wind and lightning mainly because, these are like the two elements that mainly captured his mantras, or not his mantras, his abilities in the show. For example, Super Energy Bomb and Thunder, the Making Final Flash, Trap Shooter. Anyways, speaking of elements, let's actually get into the mantra showcase. Okay, now we're going to the mantra showcase. Now, here I have my test dummy. I have Griffith from Berserk. Alright, first skill, the Making Final Flash. Boom. See here, just a simple bash with insignia. Damage. Did 4%. Okay, that's what... Next move is Trap Shooter, which is one of his famous moves that he uses. Alright. Damage 5%. Did it slightly more, which I think I have footage of that one where we used it. Alright. Have the talent where it does opponent kick after I think it's wall kick 6%. Alright. Cool. Overall, I like Sharpshooter is probably one of my favorite launchers here. I have put a lot of crystal lens on it, so it actually has like far range. You can use it from like really far. Watch. It's like one of my favorites. 5% again. Alright, cool. Alright, next is no running, which is just temple splits. And okay. Running. There you go. 4% doesn't go like this, but it's overall a good gap closer. Alright, next one is super energy bomb. Have a wayward gem on it. Did 6%, did slightly more. Nice. And here is hyper tornado. Our last attack here. As he pulls them in, it's pretty nice. 10%. So it's overall our most damaging move. Probably because I have a lot of Aeon and Eternal Long Sparks. I only have one. Alright, here is our passive skill where he kind of takes over his armor and moves a lot more faster. It's flawless stance. Here we go. Since I have okay, 4% per M1. Alright, damage numbers are pretty low, but combo wise, you can set up a lot of combos and overall just spam your mantras. So since I have a blue gem, it takes reduced ether on it. So overall, I think it's pretty nice, and the damage numbers may be low, but once you spam up a lot of your mantras, you can do a lot. Okay. 3 plus. Okay, we have 5. All right. That's overall the mantras. For this, I can show a couple more compilations, or I guess a lot more of me getting slammed and ranked chime. But yeah, it's pretty much to build the stats. I have the pre-shrine and the after shrine, and I already showcased the talents too. So yeah, it's pretty much the Pikkon build right here, and hope you guys enjoyed the other footage that I have.